All right. Greetings, salutations, and happy new year.
Happy New Year.
I'm without the S because you know how some people be like, Happy New Year's. Anyway, back with another creative spotlight mode featuring the laugh you literally just heard. And if you don't know who that is by now, I mean, I can introduce him a little bit, like as the Cuphead King, the Monster Hunter Master,
Hey,
Destiny done data. Like it just keeps going. Like this
hey,
guy, he's a
appreciate that.
platformer
Appreciate that.
expert. He's just good at the games. This is what I'm getting to.
Thank you. Thank you.
But without further ado, please welcome everybody. Put your hand together if you don't, or your hand. That's you know what. We're not gonna go into that joke because I could take that somewhere, but we won't
Yeah,
be
we're gonna leave
ableist in
that
the new
joke alone.
year. Ba-da-ba-da. JVSmooth people.
How you doing, y'all?
Finally. Should we tell them the story?
About what? Oh, how we lost the original recording?
Yeah, we did this a while ago and it died. So we're doing it again because it was great the first run, but technical difficulties.
Yeah,
We lost that audio footage there. But it's fine. We're back though.
yeah, they were hating pretty hard on that one.
That's a big fact. It was so good. Wish y'all could have heard it and been among the experience, but it's okay. We're here anyway. Happy New Year, good sir.
Happy New Year. How's it going?
Pretty good. I mean, we'll get into the New Year stuff in a little bit, but I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Actually, not bad, man. This year has been quite the journey. I'll say that much. Not in a bad
20.
way necessarily, but
Yeah,
just ups and downs.
that's
Honestly,
a
I would say
fact.
there's a lot more ups than downs, but there's the downs have been pretty steep.
Quite major things,
Them
yeah.
them potholes ain't no joke.
Yo, I feel that too. You be like, oh,
You got to
gotta get
ride
back in
down the
my lane.
road, but let
Uh-oh.
me not hit this pothole because that'll ruin your whole car.
That's a fact. 2023 is for alignment, people.
Hmm. Both
But
spiritual, mental, and physical.
that is a huge fact
Or
because boy, oh boy, these last couple years we know have been a doozy for everybody. But
hmm
getting back on track is what's key here.
yeah.
So you still stream on Twitch.tv?
Yes,
Hmm?
ma'am, I do.
Oh boy. Oh wait, for the listeners, all links and important things will be in the description, of course. So don't worry about any of that. So how are you liking it?
It's been good. I'm not gonna lie to you. This year has been probably one of my most successful. Even
Oh.
though I feel like it's a little slower than I want, but
Hmm.
when I look back on it, it has been it has been successful. So I can't fully say, oh, okay, this year wasn't good. It's just that like when you try to compare to what you want versus
Hmm.
even comparing to other people that are doing it, and it's like you feel like some people are just getting so far.
Yeah.
Then you kind of feel like, well, I haven't done much, but like when I look back on it, no, I have done a lot, and even the Twitch recap kind of says a little bit of that. So
Mm.
I kind of like it's like my wife said is like don't shoot yourself in the foot. Like, give yourself some more credit than I'm trying to like take. You know what I mean? So it's like it's been
Yeah,
a good year. It's been a good year.
that's a fact. So how would you classify your success if you had to choose certain aspects of streaming?
Cumulative.
Okay.
Uh, I've learned many different things. I've grown skill wise and knowledge bit wise as far as like the stream platform, learning how to deal with people, getting my skill better in certain games. Learning how to actually use OBS because you know that was another struggle. Just overall in general, like it's been cumulative. I haven't just, it's not like I think most people when they stream, they kind of just have it set up in a way where they can just like turn it on and go.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have that, but I didn't really
Mhm.
want it that way because you can't learn anything if it's just like driving a car. Like you could drive a car, but if you don't really learn how to drive a car, then the minute like you get in a manual car, you're just like, oh, I don't know what to do.
You
It's
don't know
like,
what this is going on. Watch
yeah,
out for those potholes, people.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good luck trying to navigate a pothole if you don't even know how to put it
What
in
is
the
a
third or
clutch?
yeah, put it in the third. How do I switch
Oof.
this?
Those poor manual vehicles. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense as
How
far
am I
as
supposed
like
to navigate this hill when there's a light?
yo, wow. Brake clutch
That's
Exactly.
listen, that's when you really learn, and I haven't even
That's how
done that
you
in a
learn.
while, but
That is
that's
so
how you
true.
learn, being on a damn hill at a light with a manual
Oh
transmission.
man.
That will make or break the driver. I am sorry.
That is so true. That's how you know who's a real driver or not, who can drive a
Mhm.
stick.
Like, I wanted to
Sorry
get
for the DMV talk, but it's pretty
yeah.
funny to talk about cars and
My
driving because it's true.
my last car, I wanted to get a manual, but I didn't
Uh-huh.
get the one I wanted, and then I
Oh,
wanted to get the hybrid one,
yeah.
but they didn't have that, so that's the only reason I had to get an automatic, but now I don't even think they make manual anymore, so it don't
I
even
think you
matter.
have to, like, literally request it, and even the manuals aren't, like, legit
Yeah, but then that
manuals
means the price
anymore.
goes up,
Oh,
so
that's a
it's
fact.
stupid.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
I mean, unless you're a race car driver or you feel like you need to learn manual.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think you'll be fine. A lot of people don't even know how to drive, so there's that.
Yeah, yeah.
So how do you feel about Twitch in its current state?
That's an overloaded question. I don't hate it, but I do see
Mhm.
where there needs to be room for improvement. That being said, with this last month or so, they did make it so that now there's a quicker payout for a lesser amount that you have to get to. I think
Yeah.
before it was like the first 100, then they pay you. Now it's like the
Yeah, the
first
threshold was
50.
100. That's true.
So that's nice.
Depending on what you are, this is affiliate speak people, so yeah,
Yeah.
partners and everything else
Yeah.
above
I
that
mean,
is
if you do
completely different.
if you do ASMR and you got like 1,000 followers and stuff, I mean, this probably don't even, it's not even the same thing. But for us low level guys,
Yeah,
this
they're
means a
not on
lot.
the same level as us. They're, like, worried about what their cutoff is
Yo,
for their royalties.
I heard this one streamer complain about how they don't get paid as much as they used to, and
Yeah.
then they dropped what they were making a
Mhm.
month, and I just was like, yo, let me make that in a month or two, and I still wouldn't complain. So it's like I hear you, but I'm like, you getting paid for this? Like
Mhm.
you're not getting buku bucks, but you get enough to friggin' live off of. I'll take that. Shit, the fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, that
But the
was
thing
too
is, it just
far.
depends on their cut though, because if you're not making that much money, because money's subjective to everybody.
Bro, I'm gonna be
So,
honest with you. When I saw what they were,
depending on how much
listen,
they're making and versus what their actually cut is of the platform, yeah, that's OD.
my thing
Like
is this.
70% off top of what I'm making, yeah, Imma be mad.
But my thing is this though. It's not like this person's stream is the most enticing stream you've ever seen in your life.
Oh,
So
that's a fact,
let's
son.
let's
That's
be clear on what we're
90% of all
doing.
Twitch streamers are boring. Come on
Like,
now.
let's be real. Like even me, listen, I'm good at games, and I try to, be inclusive and do well and give you
Yeah.
a little bit of a show, at least not suck at the game. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I'm just playing games. So it's like
Right.
the fact that I can even like stream and show people that to me is amazing. But
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
like some of them they're just sitting there talking, eating salad and stuff. Like
Like, the
you get
lifestyle of a creative in this day and age is a blessing within
yeah,
itself, but people don't see that. They just see it as an easy out to make money rather than
yeah.
working the typical 9 to 5 or whatever, or
And I'm
gonna go
like, you're
get, like, a nice little government job. But
yeah,
it's just like, you still kinda have to wrap your head around the process, people. It's not just, "Oh, Imma set all this up. I got my camera, I got my computer, and we just gonna stream, that's it, and Imma just make
yeah,
thousands of dollars immediately." No. No, no. Like, I
exactly.
get they're whining because, of course, yeah, that's one platform. Granted, 9 times out of 10, they have endorsements as well that they're getting paid for.
Yeah,
But you gotta think of it as a person that creates any sort of content, you're obviously you signed up, you read terms and conditions. I hope so, people. If you did not, it's fine. A lot of people don't. Don't feel so bad and alone. But when it comes down to uploading and publishing your content on that platform, it's a give and take, but at the same time, it's a lot of give on the creator's part because that's what makes their website. So that's why I kind of see the argument as far as like royalty payments being cut like that crazy. Because it's not like you couldn't go to another platform and do what you do there. It will take another, a little while for you to build, of course, but 70% is a lot.
yeah, but then if you talking about, hey, listen, I hear that. I'm not knocking that, but I'm talking about like if you're talking about like 77 off of like 170% off of like 100,000 or even half a mil, like I still would take that. Like you get what I'm saying?
But
Like
of
when
course you would
listen,
take that because you got the other stuff going, but it's just like, come on now. The
but
platforms
my
are getting richer. Capitalism, man.
Yeah, but my thing is this though, like, you're still like when if they didn't reveal what they made, I probably wouldn't have said this. I probably wouldn't even
Well,
had that much of an opinion.
that's a
But it's
part of the
like
content. You know exactly why they did
they
that.
told us what they were making, and I'm like, that
And
doesn't
even guess
sound
what?
bad.
What they're making is way more than
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, it's not even like you put on a freaking Broadway stage play or something. Like you just turn on your stream and
that.
like I looked at the stream, I checked it out, and I was like, this is a nice
Yeah.
stream. But I feel
Yeah.
like I shoot, your stream was just as good, if not better. G, shoot, my
Hmm.
stream is just as good, if not
Ooh.
better. So it's like,
I haven't
like
streamed in 2 years, people.
yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, just I won't say I'm not
Yeah.
saying
But
my
the
I
thing
think
is, I feel like we all have our unique styles of streaming too. That's what made it like fun and engaging for not even only the audience, but us while we're playing the game. Because,
it
when
yeah.
someone's having a bad day or someone's just off or whatever else, but like we didn't need like the bells, whistles, the shucking and jiving to make it an event or just to have fun
Yeah.
on stream, just talking to people.
I mean, my
But
thing, yeah,
yeah, the gimmicks and the oof.
my thing with it was just that, like, it seemed more to me like they were upset that they couldn't go on their second vacation for the year
Right.
versus really struggling to pay bills,
Hey, I
and
gotta
that's
cut back. Right,
that's
right.
where I had the problem. Like,
Oh
now
no,
if she was like,
yeah.
oh, I'm struggling to pay bills and I'm this, that, and the third, then I'd be like, okay, I get it. But it's like,
Yes, the more human
oh, I
side.
can't go to, Aruba this summer because, I already went to Antigua, in spring. And I'm
Facts.
like, you're not hurting. You're
As they
not
streaming
hurting.
from Barbados live, but
Yeah. Like, oh damn, I wasted another $1 million today. Geez, I should be having 2 billion. Like, you're
yeah,
not hurting. You just don't know how to manage money.
that's a
Sorry.
fact. Taxing the rich
Let's
does
call it what
come
it
with its
is.
responsibilities. So clearly, it's like a
Yeah.
basic concept. The more money you make in general, the more
Shoot,
you
you can
should be
hire
taxed. But
somebody.
it always doesn't work out like that. I know people, whatever. It's backwards. But capitalism, people, it's weird.
Shoot.
It's very strange.
Hire that accountant. You won't have these problems.
That's a fact. If you're that tier streamer partner, I'll
Yo,
say, you better
listen,
have an accountant. And if you
they
don't,
were. They were. The
if you
only thing I
don't,
could say is if they didn't, it
child,
really boils down to they don't know how
that's
to
a fact.
manage their money, and
Because
I can't help
play
that.
with them
Yeah.
taxes if you want to. Y'all tried
Yeah.
it with the PPP loans, and look who they're going after now. So there's
Yeah.
that. But
Sorry about that.
get your ducats in order. If you are planning to be a partner or even a higher tier affiliate, I'll say make sure you're doing your taxes properly. And I
Mhm.
believe it's what if you make over 600 on Twitch, that's when you got to do the
Is it
yeah, that's
over?
when you got to. I
Hold on,
think
let
it
me
is
check and see.
600. Is it 6 or 300? I don't remember anymore.
Damn, I wish I could
Again,
even make that
people,
much right
I've
now.
been out the game for 2 years, so because yeah, you a contractor under Twitch.
How much is you have to make? You said 600
I think so.
a year.
Yeah, from Twitch.
Damn, that must be nice. Well, I know I don't qualify for that, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave it at there. So I've made some dough, but it wasn't that.
He's like,
If it
I
was that,
made some dough.
I'd let you know if it was the other thing. But it ain't.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, typically to get the 1099 from Twitch, you got to make over 600. That's when you report it to your tax. Da, 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 da. Unsolicited financial advice. This has nothing to do with Nathan. I'm just letting you know. Don't play with people's taxes and money that you're earning, thinking that I got cashish on the side because of my side hustle. Your side hustle is now a job. Okay. Okay.
Oh God,
Don't say I didn't look out for you.
ladies and gentlemen, Lady G. Oh
Listen,
God, yeah, you're
listen.
hilarious, man.
People will be getting wrapped up off of some Twitch. Can you imagine a Twitch money scandal because you didn't pay your taxes? All them thousands and thousands of
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
yeah, that's what you don't want, especially federal wise. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
But on to lighter topics because money is money. But wishing everybody bountiful things in 2023. Have you played any good games lately?
So many.
Oh boy. I already
So
know what
many.
we're going to start with. Go ahead.
So many good
Look at them having
games.
this pick and choosing of the games. Okay.
There's so many good games. Like there's not a limit.
There's no limit.
There's
Well,
not a limit.
go ahead. Feel free. I'm not going to limit you.
Okay, there's a limit. But still, no, I mean honestly, like for me it's been a good year for gaming. I think if I had other stuff going the way I kind of wanted it, I would have been more
Hmm.
focused on the actual games that came out.
Yeah.
Uh, but that being said, they're here. You had the Monster Hunter stuff, you had the new Pokemon, you had Sonic Frontiers, which is just, jeez Lord, like if that's just the base of what we're getting from them, I hate
Yeah.
to see what it's going to be like when they actually like, oh, let's do some more with it. I don't know, you know what
When
I
they
mean?
actually
So,
try. Oh my
oh,
god.
geez, man, like they just did a good job, and I'm really you know, enjoying that shit. And there's a bunch of other games that have come out. Ghostbusters had something.
Hmm.
That game's not bad. It's
Hmm.
good, but
Yeah.
it needed a
It's
little bit
just
more time in the oven, in my opinion. But then
yes, a
we
lot
had
of games did.
yeah,
Oof.
then we had that other Pokemon game that came out, Legends Arceus. That was
Hmm.
really like, I think that set the tone for the year. And yeah, I mean, and then we got next year supposed to be even worse because that Street Fighter Six beta is, I can't count that as this year's game, but I want to. Shit. Oh
No,
my
no,
god,
no. It's
I
okay.
want to.
We're
Oh,
not
it's
gonna
so
count
good.
it,
Oh,
but
it's so good. So good. So good.
so we'll just go straight into Street Fighter.
Oh, I
Because
love it.
you were involved in both betas, right, so far?
Mm-hmm.
So, based on your experience with the first beta to the current one, do you think they listen to stuff and feedback?
To a degree.
Okay.
Um, that being said, it's not like they're ignoring us. It's
Mm.
just that, uh, you know what? Being a content creator has taught me many things. Uh, one thing being the fact that your audience tends to have a lot of freaking opinions about what you should be doing.
That's a fact.
So that being said, I understand now more what these game companies probably go through.
Hmm.
And then to that degree, I also get why sometimes they just ignore the fuck out of people
Facts.
because I ask you guys for input and you guys will give me everything under the sun other than the
Hmm.
actual input that affects what we're trying to do. And in
Yeah.
that way, like I'm like Dave Chappelle said it best once. Like I can't remember really exactly how he said it, but something to the effect of like when you have your art form or what you're trying to do, outside
Hmm.
influence shouldn't be the over, like it shouldn't affect it so much that it's not your creation anymore. It's theirs.
Well, yeah, because it would be obstructing it. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's when he was
So
doing his Mark Twain Award down here in
yeah.
Kennedy
So
Center.
so I get it. It's like they have a vision, right? Let them
Hmm.
let them get it out. If we don't
That's a
like it,
fact.
we'll say something. If not, we don't need to just tell them everything they need to be doing because A, we don't know that's feasible, and B,
Hmm.
like we don't know what they're trying to do. Let them work it out. Let's see how it
That's true.
goes.
That's
Like
fair.
they might have something that they really, really got up their sleeve, and we over here like, oh, I want this, and I want this, and I need this. I need more characters.
Complaining.
It's like,
Right.
bro, let
Yep.
the game's not out. First of all, second of all, let them figure it out. If they mess it up, then we'll pull them to
Hmm.
the side and be like, hey, yo, your game needs some work, bro. What's
That's a
up?
fact.
And that's just basically where I am with it because like what I saw on both demos.
Hmm.
And honestly, the second demo wasn't that much of a it wasn't that much of a departure from the first one,
Okay.
but we're on the right path. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
let them do what they're doing. They're giving us some quality. I've got faith in it, and that says a lot because I've been Street Fighter since day one. I'm talking
Hmm.
about like Street Fighter One. For some of y'all, yes, I am old, and yes,
Literally.
I've been playing since the '80s.
He's not
But
old. He's seasoned. Whatever.
hey, what up? Older berry, sweeter the juice. Anyway,
Oh my god.
um, but no, like this is the first Street Fighter in a long time since like Third Strike that I can actually be like, I'm 100% behind. Like I don't care what they do, they're doing good.
Mm.
So I'm not worried about what the product's going to be like. I've already been exposed to what I have, as
Yeah.
far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like they've already given me what they're going to give me, and I like what I
Absolutely.
see. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
really
fair.
worried about it.
Especially when it
I'm
comes to
not.
betas, like you said, you got to give it a chance. Like a lot of these people that get access to betas nowadays, they're not
Peters.
used to it
Uh huh.
and they don't know what they're doing. So a lot of that feedback is
Oh
just
my
coming from like
god.
random incessant fans that are just hype beast
Let
at
me
the end of the
tell you.
day.
Let
But they
me
don't
tell
really
you.
provide like the quality QA experience that you really want to hear from people that are testing something.
Let me just
So,
say to you like this, right? I don't want to sound like an asshole on this
Go ahead.
stream.
This
On
is
this
the place
stream.
for assholes.
What are
Oh.
Street Fighter games known for? We'll just do a little Q&A, hyper, you know, a little bit of a just test the waters. What are they known for? What is Street Fighter games known for? Just throw it out there.
Fighting.
Against who?
A specific character?
Just in general, against who? You fight against what? Computer or people?
Well, hmm.
When you get a fighting game, G, who do you fight? The computer or do you fight other people?
When you first open it, computer, and then you'll fight people
What's the
eventually. Once
ultimate
you
person you're gonna be dealing with?
yourself. I'm joking.
Other people, right?
Other people, of course,
Yeah.
multiplayer. Yes.
So my thing is this: like, you had people in the beta not trying to fight nobody,
I'm sorry. How does that work?
and then they were mad.
Wait, 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 wait. So
Yeah,
they just would pull up to a match and just be running or just backing away,
they
like
would
that
try to
type of
fight.
not fighting.
So they had the beta set up so that you got little arcade cabinets in the beta that you go to, and that's
Okay.
how you fight or train until somebody comes to fight you. They would try to
Mm.
go to servers that had less people so they
Yeah.
could sit in the training room and train the whole time, which is I understand. But
Okay.
my thing is this, right? What are you training
Get
for?
go and get out there.
What are you training for?
Wow. People
No,
really
no,
did
seriously.
that?
What are you training for? Are you training to be better than the computer? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I was
That's
whooping
a
computer's
fact.
ass day one. So
Uh,
like, you know what I'm saying? At
he's
that
not
point,
bragging, people. He's not lying.
I'm
He's
not
telling
bragging.
the truth.
I'm just being
He's
honest.
telling the
I
truth.
was beating the computer's ass to the point where I was like, wow, now I want to try my hand at somebody else.
An actual human being.
Yeah, somebody that
Multiplayer
actually could
people.
probably beat my ass for once, other than the computer that's gonna do the same thing. Now, don't get me wrong, they got some strong computers,
Mhm.
but it's the computer. At some point, you're gonna figure it out, and or it's gonna let you win because it's a computer. I don't know what you want. You take what you want from that. But in my day, back in my day, computers whipped you behind and didn't care. So yeah,
Mhm.
when you beat a computer back in my day, it said something. Nowadays, you can beat a computer without, you could yawn and beat a computer. Even if they're on hard, like as soon as you get good, then it's just
Yeah.
not even a worthy challenge anymore. So the ultimate challenge
Skill-based
is,
matching.
yeah, the ultimate challenge is fighting somebody else on your level.
That's
When
a
I tell
fact.
you,
And
there
that's
were
what these
so many
whiny
people.
crybabies hold on, I'm sorry for a second. They be crying about skill-based matching because they don't want to play like pseudo ranked matches because they scared. So they want to look really nice on their stream. I'm talking to Call of Duty people.
Oh
Let me
my
just be
god,
direct because y'all are weird. Y'all are big weird. Like just play the game and have fun. Just shoot people. It's fun. It's
my thing
okay.
is
It's all right.
this. Yeah,
But why are you so afraid of skill-based matchmaking when literally that's not only gonna make you better, but it's gonna place you against opponents that are worthy? How you just capping new people and thinking that you're great?
yeah.
That's fun.
I mean, my thing was just with it. Really, was just I get it. Trying to I understand trying to get better to the point where, like, you can feel confident, but you're supposed you're
Absolutely.
supposed to be getting confident to the level that you feel like you can go fight somebody else. And
Yes.
like I said, a lot of people just would not want to fight anybody because they were scared of getting beaten up. And I'm like, well, why are you even playing this game? Like, I just didn't understand it. And I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you because I don't want to like cause trouble, but a couple of these people I'm mentioning are Capcom creators.
Mm.
That's where I was kind of confused because I'm like, I wanted to be a Capcom creator. They didn't tell me yes, so I'm gonna try again maybe one day. But my thing is, the whole point of you playing this game is to show off the game and the people. But
Right.
here they are running from fights
That's wild.
because they
Basically,
don't want to get
and
beat
wait,
up, and I'm like, what?
and they're not carrying over the system from beta to launch, are they? So what are they scared for?
That's why I don't
Wow.
understand it. Like, listen, you don't want to get beat up on your stream. I get it,
Right.
but sometimes you got to take your butt weapons.
That's a
And
fact.
honestly, if you're not friggin' the best guy in the world, you're gonna get beat.
And
Sorry.
that's okay.
Yeah, like,
It is
I'm good,
okay.
and I was still getting beat up. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I granted I was doing a lot of ass kicking too, but I was getting my ass beat up too.
Right.
Like, I
Nobody's ever
fought.
100%, so
Yeah, like, I
it's
fought the
fair.
homie Fat Juice.
Mhm.
The Fat Juice. That's
Yeah.
my dude. He was whooping my ass at one point. He just beat me up and down the block. And now he claims it was pretty much even, but
Mhm.
I feel like the even match was the night before because when I could play them
Mm.
again, It wasn't so even. I was getting my shit pushed in, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to get better if I'm always the best? You know.
That's a fact.
But we had some great matches. We had some great matches, and honestly, some of it was on his stream too. So if y'all check him out on YouTube, you can see some of our matches. But he just did really good, and he enjoyed it. But it's like we were trying to get people to join us
Hmm.
that actually had the game and played, and there's only a handful that will play against us because they were too
Wow.
scared of getting beat up. And I just did not understand that.
Why though? What is that? Maybe that should be like the question for this podcast specifically. That's gonna be our discussion question. Why are people afraid to go against people in non-ranked matches?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can see ranked, and
Yeah.
honestly, you can't fight each other in ranked because the way it's set up.
Hmm.
You're gonna fight somebody random. They have to do that. I get that because you got people
Right.
that'll just cheese their way up to the number one rank. I get it because they did that in Street Fighter Four, and I never
Hmm.
understood how some of these dudes like because I fought like the number one guy in Street Fighter Four on the leaderboards, and somebody else. I fought a couple of the top 10 in Street Fighter Third Strike and Street Fighter Four, and
Hmm.
I remember when I fought the number one guy in Street Fighter Four, I
Nice.
beat him up, and in my head I was like, this guy's not the number one guy. There's no fucking way. And
Yeah.
then they said he's a boosted account, and I said what? And that's
Yikes.
when I found out like they would boost, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow. So then after that, that's when they started making it so that you really can't do that. Let
Hmm.
alone it's harder to sync up if you try to do it like as far as like, oh, let's both match make at the same time and see if we get matched up to each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a boosted account and he was good. It wasn't even like he couldn't be number one. He just wasn't. There's no way
Mm.
like, and I was good in that, but I wasn't the number one. But there was no way me fighting you with that level of skill that you were the number one.
Hmm.
He wasn't. He was terrible, to
See,
say the
that's the
least.
thing. It takes you out the game when you do that. You're only harming yourself when you're not playing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Some of these people, all they care about is ranking status in video games.
That's cute, but when you
It's
suck
very
and you
cute,
have a
but
nice rank, but you can't play for shit,
listen,
what does
I'm
that do?
legit. I'm legit in a couple games. Like for example, Destiny. I'm legit in that. All skill, no
Hmm.
cheating. If I lose to somebody that thinks that I'm better than them on paper,
Yeah.
man, do I get the messages. Oh, you
Yeah.
suck. Oh, you a boosted account. Oh, you bought or not a boosted account, but you bought this and you bought that and you got carried. Like all types of shit. You know
Of
what I mean? But
course.
that'll be off of like one match. You
Yeah.
in Street Fighter, you can play a couple matches like to gauge somebody's strength to see. And then after a while, even if they win the first one, they might not win the next five, six, seven, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you have to come with it the whole time, And it's like after a while when you fight somebody, you're like, you get a kind of a sense for how good they are or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like people are gonna be starting to look like if you're the number one guy and this is how you fight, hold on. Something ain't right.
Hmm. The math
Something
is
ain't
not
right.
math there. Keep
Yeah,
playing like
something ain't
that
right.
though. I guess. I mean, if that's how certain people have fun, good for you, but you're gonna
Yeah.
get basically like lame.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them out there like that. So
Terrible.
yeah.
So for 2022, what would you classify as your game of the year?
Sonic Frontiers.
Really?
Yeah, hands down.
Nice.
I mean, I would say Pokemon Charlotte Scarlet and Violet, which is
Hmm.
a great Pokemon game, but good lord, the Switch is trying its best. And that's I can't give it that. I'd be if I said Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was game of the year right now, there'd be
Hmm.
a wave of people looking at this podcast like this guy does not know what he's talking about.
It's like, yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah. Reason I say Sonic is because Sonic tried something different. It worked.
Hmm.
On an overall scale, I can play it at a very high ceiling, 4K. You can get
Yeah.
4K. You can get 60 frame performance mode, FPS.
Hmm.
The game was great. What they tried to do was amazing. The story was pretty decent. It was actually a story that, like, for a Sonic game, like, it actually paid homage to shit that happened in other Sonic games, which is you don't really
Yeah.
get that too much. Like, they might know a character or two, but for if like there's a thing on Twitter too, you'll see that guy was talking about like some of the cutscenes, like this one cutscene
Hmm.
between Sonic and Knuckles, and it was just really heartfelt. And it's like you didn't really get a lot of that in some of the other games. Like you didn't have time for it, or it was
Yeah.
always like you kind of always feel like the Sonic games were a one off. Like they just
That's
knew
what's
each
up.
other, but you didn't know where they would know each other from. This was the
Yeah.
first one that was like I feel like they were trying to show it, and at first I thought it was okay. This is all we get, blah blah blah. This and third. But then they released a roadmap for more stuff to come, and I'm like, yo, so this was just the beginning of this?
That's crazy. But it's
And then
exciting though, especially
yeah,
because man, it's been very bleak over in platformer land for a little bit.
yeah, and like I know Elden Ring's probably the game. I didn't play that, so I can't say it is or isn't.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
just
watch
saying
people
as
play
far
that
as
too.
mine, yeah, like Elden Ring looks really dope. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't even say I won't for sure get it, but I just didn't get it this year. But Sonic to me was just it was really good,
No,
and
that's fair. Sonic
yeah,
ranked very high in a lot of different
and they got a
places.
roadmap for stuff to come, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hopefully we get to play as Tails, Amy, Knuckles, and whoever else, and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm like, yo, that's all they have to do is just give us a little bit more, and this game will be fine. Like they can't fuck this up. But then again, this is Sega, so I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just cross my fingers.
Anything is possible, but
I'm
just
gonna
keep
just
doing what you're doing
cross
in this fashion, please.
my fingers.
So for this year, 2023, of course, what game are you looking forward to the most? Allegedly, because I know pushback speed, pushback, and so grain of salt, people.
Hmm. Um, the game I'm looking forward to the most for 2023,
Hmm.
Street Fighter Six.
Is it still projected for June?
Yeah, I think it's actually
Okay.
coming out June. Yeah,
June seems tangible. I'll be nice.
I say this yeah, I say this begrudgingly because if you asked me before, when did the beta come out? October. If you had asked me
Yeah.
before that, I'd have told you Zelda.
Mm.
Now that I've played Street Fighter Six, I can't say Zelda anymore. That's not my game I'm waiting for anymore.
God damn.
Yeah, sorry.
And that's your homie. Poor Link.
Link will always be my dude. Zelda will
Link
always
like,
be my
man, damn.
homegirl.
What I
But
gotta do to get a rank on this list? Like,
you
sorry.
gotta tell Nintendo, go, hey yo, Dad, we need a
Tell
better system.
Nintendo stop playing with the next gen console.
There's a video on YouTube with Austin St. John where he overclocks
Hmm.
a Switch to
Yeah.
play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet,
Hmm.
and it runs so much better.
Hmm.
So they say, "Oh, the Switch is blah, 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 blah." Yeah, but they're not utilizing it to its best
Oh,
capability.
absolutely not. The only way they
So
utilize it is just to charge us for it. That's it.
we need either a new system or a
We
new
do.
version of it,
We absolutely do.
um, or they need to do something that lets us actually use it to its full capability. Now they're
No
saying
more
there's
halfsies. We don't care about an
yeah,
OLED model if it's not doing nothing crazy with
they're
like
saying the
actual
reason
next
they're
gen
saying
graphics.
yeah, they're saying the reason that they won't won't overclock it is because it would heat it up the Switch too much, and I guess that
Hmm.
would mess it up if you're handheld and you're carrying it. But my thing is this: for us that
If it's
care,
cold
like,
outside, your hands will get warm. So whatever.
yeah, it ain't, that, yeah, it ain't gonna fly
I'm
with
just
them.
messing with you. We don't need
Yeah.
another Samsung Note situation with them.
What we do need is just a system that can handle some of this stuff because these games are
Absolutely.
amazing,
It really
but
is.
they're not getting no love. Like even Arceus, as dope as Arceus was, they
Hmm.
dropped it the minute everybody got excited for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it's just there. It's just a game that's there. No DLC. It had one little quote unquote update, and
Yeah.
that's it. Nothing to add to it, and that was a great game. But it's like it's just there. It's about to be a year old in like a month, not even,
Damn.
and it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there, man. Like no love.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the later releases, especially last year, yeah, they should have just pushed it back.
They should have.
Some aren't ready, buggy as hell, and a lot of people just forgot about it, and it's just there in your library,
Yeah,
collecting dust.
it's just sad because I just, uh, I mean, Nintendo got the I don't know, they got the medicine. They just don't know how to get you to
They
take it.
they're addicted to the candy. That's what it is. They want to be the all around family console still to this day
I would be honest with you. That all
for
around family console shit
accessibility.
doesn't exist anymore.
It don't exist, but they're as far as like their ecosystem when it comes to not being able to communicate unless you're in certain games and how locked down it is compared to the openness of like let's say PC because anything goes here. So just that weirdo tight knitness that they have in their reputation as the family console, I'll say. It's just like, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool, but at the same time, step it up into this generation. Don't just get left behind because of that small facet.
My thing is more so who do they think wants these consoles? Because listen, my nieces and nephews range
Yeah.
from like 14, the oldest, to like maybe like 6, as far as
Hmm.
like who can actually utilize technology and all that
That's
stuff.
about the same for me too. Yeah.
And no one ever asked for a Switch. The
No.
only reason one of my nieces kind of wants it is because she used to come over here and we used to play you know Mario Kart. That's
Hmm.
it.
That's the only reason though.
That's literally it. Like, if she could get Mario Kart on her phone, she wouldn't. she wouldn't.
Yo,
She wouldn't care. She
that
wouldn't
would be
care.
wild. That is so true though. Cause man, that's not what
She
they're
would
asking
not
for at
care.
all. They're not,
Yeah,
no. Console wise, they're mm, last, unfortunately.
just sucks because I just feel like they don't have to do too much. And I know COVID happened and there's microchip shortages and blah blah blah. But
Hmm.
after seeing videos about how people like are making it work with a regular Switch, I
Yeah.
just don't understand what their excuse is. Even if, okay, don't clock it as hard as it can because it'll overheat. But
Yeah.
but damn, clock it a little bit.
It's a clock it a little bit.
Like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet runs worse than Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild came out 6 years ago. That's
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
That is actually ridiculous.
That is so.
It's actually ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, how do you justify that to somebody? And then you got games like Elden Ring, Game of the Year, graphics, multiplayer online, blah blah blah, open world. It's like, oh, what's the best game of the year? And it's like, of the year, or that I played. Because if you say what I played, I'm gonna tell you what I played. But if you say of the year, and you say Elden Ring, I can't argue with you. I didn't play it, but
Right.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I've seen it. You know what I mean? Like,
You
you trying to say Pokemon Scarlet is better than Elden Ring? I didn't say that. Just let me
ain't
have
say
my
all
phone
that
with my
now.
little Pokemon, okay?
Right.
They're cute. Damn, can I get that?
Not they're cute.
It's funny because somebody did a Elden Ring mod, or Pokemon Scarlet Violet mod on Elden Ring, and I was like, shit.
What?
Hmm.
Oh my god. People be,
These people
yeah.
are talented. They had the monsters set up like Pokemon and shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like from Scarlet and Violet. Your horse was Koraidon, the
Oh wow.
little dragon things you ride on.
I
And I
gotta
was
see
like,
that.
wow, like, man, these guys are just talented. Meanwhile, Nintendo, I don't know. I
They
love you, man,
sleep.
but you got to do
Big
something
sleep.
else. I can't justify this. I
Right.
cannot justify this.
I can't defend y'all anymore. Like, what is this?
I cannot
It's like the
justify this.
Switch just be collecting dust, man. I swear.
It don't collect dust with me, but it don't get moved a lot. So
See, nah. I'm even scared to go back and look at my freaking village in Animal Crossing. That's how bad it
it's just sad. They could do a little bit more, and it wouldn't even
They
be that
absolutely
much.
can. And as much, yeah, financials that they have, they definitely can do more for what they charge and, the lack of deals that they do offer.
I know, right?
So, back to 2023 things. Moving forward, what are your top 3 goals for this year?
For 2023,
Yeah, we're beyond the
uh,
weekends or resolutions.
my top goals, not in particular order, is to get back in shape, and I've been working on
Mhm.
that. Get the job that I want, and or the career slash form of revenue, and
Mhm.
honestly, that's probably going to be multiple forms of revenue,
Yeah.
and just to grow both mentally and spiritually as a person, you know.
Hey, that's
So
solid list. Now
yeah.
it's you guys' turn, audience. We'll wait. No, we won't. Feel free to add that into the discussion box after the question. But
Oh God.
no, that is a solid list. It is because usually it's the whole resolution talk of, oh, I'm gonna get my gym membership back popping and I'm gonna quit on the 15th day type of behavior. But you know how it is. Come on.
Yeah.
That's probably like the number one month for gyms to be like extra active is January to, I'll be nice. I'll give people to February.
Oh my
Because that's
God.
when it starts to get like cold, and then people just got a fool with the idea of going out into the cold to go work out. So yeah, willpower, people have it.
Listen, man, I done went to I went outside even today to do my workout, but I still go
Hmm.
outside when I can. But I have a gym around here that I try to go to, so I don't have to really worry about joining the gym too much. But
Hmm.
whenever I do join it again, it's going to be at my own volition. Uh, you know what I mean? It's just that
Yeah,
yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like I'm not about to join a gym and let that shit sit there
that's a
ever again.
fact.
Because I was doing good, and then my gym that I was going to, it basically like it had COVID had happened, and it started like implementing all this this bullshit or whatever.
Yeah, rules on
And
rules.
yeah, and then I don't know, it was just crazy because I mean I don't know how to explain this. Like they were like, okay, you could come, but we got masks and we got this and we got that, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not comfortable, with
masking
that.
up while not being able to
Yeah,
breathe already.
yeah, and then you still want to charge me every month, and yeah, like it's like it's not right.
That's
It's
a
not
big
right.
fact
Yeah,
because they
I
for
just
sure
I just told him
were
I was
still
like,
trying to
cancel my
like
subscription.
keep gyms open during COVID madness. It's like, son, just call it a day.
Just stop, please. Just stop. Oh god.
I would put my 3 goals moving forward, but do I want to?
Up to you.
He's like, I don't give a damn. Let me see. What did I say? This is the year for acclimation, basically, and like
Ooh.
recalibrating things. So,
Ah.
um,
Very good. Very good.
same with me, no particular order. I'll also say not being afraid to try new things.
That's always a good thing. Honestly, you kind of got to be like that, especially
Yeah,
nowadays, because
man, the way
the reg,
things be pivoting.
yeah, the regular way things were, it ain't the same no way no more. So you kind of got to try some new stuff. I know I've definitely tried many new things this year. Oh my
Yeah,
god. I think I was trying something new every 5 minutes just to let's try it. Let's try it. It's like
that's a fact. I mean, life isn't well, life without learning. So there's that. Let me see. Goal
I
number
mean, honestly,
two.
there's life too, just in general. Enjoy that shit. Like you don't
Oh
always have to
boy.
learn something.
Well,
Sometimes
no,
just
I'm saying
enjoy
being
it.
open to learn, not like being
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
bookish
yeah,
and head
yeah.
in a book, studying studious type of way. Nah. Just like experiences through, whether it be connecting with people or doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Just, be open to those things.
Yeah.
Second goal, I guess I could do fitness too, because more so for me, the pandemic did throw a wrench in my my gym plan. And it was funny because our gym was in my old work building.
Oh.
$1 million renovation, which is funny because they kind of put us in a communal space
Uh huh.
because everybody had their own offices before, but then we got to get everybody together to meet and collaborate, and COVID happened, and niggas wasn't trying to collaborate face to face anymore. So,
Yeah.
yo, people were sneaking back in the building to go get to the gym. That's how serious it was. This was during COVID.
Wait, what?
Crazy, right? So meanwhile, everybody's working from home, allegedly supposed to be working, but people would literally pull up to the building just to try to use the gym. Crazy
That's
times.
hilarious. That's how you know.
Oof,
That's how you know like the gym is good, but it's also
that's a
like
fact.
you know, it's like yo, let me in, let me in, let me in. It's like, what?
And my last one, I'm gonna say, well, I can pressing play back on travel because travel have been kind of like
Mm,
bleakish
yeah,
since. So toward the end of last year, started ramping up a little bit more, but definitely more travel for this year.
that's good. I think travel's always been pivotal as far as like enjoying life and doing things. It's like you gotta go travel, man. You gotta get out there and
That's a
enjoy shit.
fact. Get out of America, people.
Hmm.
If you can't get out of America or you don't feel like traveling internationally, just get out of your bubble, out of your region, out of your neighborhood, out of your block, and go experience something different. Because the world is, while it's small, it's bigger than what you think.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'll put a lot of people in place. Like as far as like letting them know that the world isn't just the state you live in or the country.
Hmm.
Um, I say this like when I've traveled out of the country, I've been excited, but I've
Yeah,
also been greeted with open arms because I'm not walking around puffing my chest out that I'm from America.
that is a whole fact.
I mean, be proud to be from America. Just don't be cocky about it. Damn.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, nobody cares. But you'll get respect in certain countries. Otherwise, it's just kind of like,
I mean, when they found out
yeah.
you from, listen, when they found out I was from New York and I was from
Hmm.
America, let alone New York, like, and I wasn't
Oh,
like
of course,
a,
people will
a
light up.
yeah, like, and I wasn't a dick about it. Like, man, I had,
Hmm.
let's just say it's a good thing I didn't get kidnapped because,
Oh, yes.
and not even in a bad way, more
You
like,
gonna find them and locked up abroad. Like, yo, what happened? I don't
listen,
know.
I had people, guys and girls, trying to bring me here, have me tell you, they probably would
Yeah.
have just kept me. Like, did you get kidnapped? Like, nah,
I'm
they
like,
don't want me
nah,
to
I'm still
leave.
on vacation.
They don't want me to leave. And it was even worse, like as far as like, especially like the women I was meeting. Like, I'll never forget
Yeah.
when I went to Barbados. I'll never forget. I went there and what happened exactly? I went there and I was like, you know how they keep you in the area with the boats and the tourists and all that, blah blah blah. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, let me go explore and this and the third. And I
Oh,
was
so
like,
you went off the resort, basically.
oh yeah, I was like, I want
Well,
to
we're
go.
doing travel tips with
Yeah,
JV this year.
no,
That's what the
don't
hell we
because
doing.
you end up missing
We got to learn
depending
how to
on
be missing, and I
nah
can give you the
nah you need
antidote
to
advice.
you need to learn how to not be missing because my way is gonna have
Yo,
you missing. But anyway, long
why?
story short,
Why did you step off of the resort?
cause man, I like danger. I mean, I like excitement. I mean,
I like
let's just
danger.
say I'm crazy. Don't be like me. But
Okay,
anyway,
it's fine.
I remember I got on the bus. Yeah, I'll never forget this. I was trying to go to the little mall that had like all the ethnicity or the real people from Barbados, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
you went to the
And
streets. Go on.
yeah, and then I got on the bus. I'll never forget this. I was on that little bus or whatever because dude told me where to go and how to get on there. So I was on there
Hmm.
just waiting, and I knew not to say nothing. I knew not to say nothing, but I had to because I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not sure where I'm going, right? And I'll never
Hmm.
forget this girl was on the bus with her friend, and she must have been like talking to her little boyfriend or some shit. I don't know what she was doing. I know it was her
Hmm.
boyfriend though. And I'll never forget the minute I asked her, she hung up the phone with the dude, and she told me where I got to go, and she said, "Oh, let me get your number." I said, "What?" Yo, never in my life.
Listen, she was trying to get you to where you were going.
Listen,
Okay.
never in my life have I been pulled that fast and that hard without any type of input. Like there was no input for me. I just literally asked her one
Listen,
question.
only America is prudish when it comes to stuff like that. You know that.
She straight up told me right then and there, "What is your phone number? I ain't playing. Give me that shit right now." I was
And
like,
hung up the phone
"Wow."
with that nigga too. That's crazy. That's
That
one
was, and
dude.
I'm like, I know I just heard you talking to your man. Like,
What
I
man?
know a Bayesian accent when I hear one. Come on now.
That's bad funny.
Hung up with this dude and straight up, let me get your number. Okay, me and my homegirl gonna take you here and there, and they took me all over these different spots. And it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, local things.
Yeah.
It happens, but if you do tend to delve into that, people just be safe,
Don't do it,
mindful.
people. Bring somebody with you because as reckless as I was and
Oh,
adventurous as
buddy
I am,
system forever, but I don't
yeah,
know what type of
I
stuff
could have
you.
also got, taken away. So
That's a fact.
I mean, at that point I was living recklessly, so I kind of didn't care. Like, hey, look, she's cute. Might be my last night. At least I have some fun before I go. Blah blah blah. Nope, don't do that shit.
Don't do it.
But do it. But don't do it. But do
Oh
it.
my god, I cannot. I cannot.
Do it
So
safe.
if you have any thought tales from abroad, feel free to fill us in. No, I'm just
That's another
messing.
podcast. Sorry, not today.
That's a fact. That's
If you
extra.
guys
That's
want
bonus
more, you guys,
content.
if you want the Thought Chronicles that you talk to Lady G, she'll look it
That's a
up.
whole series.
Oh,
Appreciate you for pulling up to the
God.
pod for the not first time, but it's okay.
Second time feel better, but I still miss that first convo because
First
damn,
time,
it was
long
good.
time. That shit was organic as
I
fuck,
can't
bro.
even listen. Like I had an idea of what we talked about, and I think
Yeah,
some of it we covered today, but it
we
was
did a
just
little bit, but it
so.
was
We have
ooh,
to
there
do more
was.
of these. We have to do more of these because then it'll probably come back. But
That's a
also
fact.
too, I think we were dealing with something that happened during
We
that
were
time, so it's kind of
scandals,
like,
multiple scandals, actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry, y'all. Oh, ooh.
Don't worry if you want more. Like I
No, he'll
said,
be back. We'll
yeah, we'll be
chop it
back.
up now that he's thoroughly introduced, finally, formally to everybody.
Yay!
He'll be back. Don't worry about it.
I'll be back.
And we're looking forward to more features, of course.
Hey man, appreciate y'all having me for real, for real.
This man is not a myth. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me at Twitch TV backslash or slash JVSmooth, all one word. JVSmooth. Let me say
And if
that
you don't
because
spell, I got you in the description. It's
yeah, because it ain't JB Smooth. That's the comedian, not me.
okay. Not JV Smooth.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that, oh JB Smooth, like
That's
no,
what I thought. Like, I'm not even
no,
gonna lie. This is like a sidebar story. When I first met you, I thought you really liked him, and that's why you just named yourself
no,
that. I was like, all right, maybe nigga like
no.
JV Smooth.
I shit you not. Like I made this name years ago, but not even that. Like
Oh, so he
I
stole
named
it
it.
from you? Bad.
No, he didn't because he's JB Smooth.
No,
So
I'm messing with you.
oh
It's
no.
fine. I
The
get it.
funny part is it was a name that was given to me. First of all,
Oh, okay.
it's my b
So,
boy
so
name.
that's organic.
Yeah. So when me and my crew first started dancing together, we all got names, and I didn't have one. So my boy he used to just call me J Smooth,
Hmm.
and I just ran with that. And this is pretty much the origin of this.
Yeah.
When I went to my first video game tournament, the guy said, "Oh, what's your handle?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Handle? What the
He
fuck?
was
I
like,
don't."
I'm here to play.
And I didn't have Xbox at that time, so I didn't have like a gamer tag or nothing. So I was like,
Yeah.
What?" So I wanted to go with JV, but
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, that's too regular." So I said, "You know what? Just call me JV Smooth," and I just went with that.
Oh.
And it just stuck. It just stuck. And I just when I would go to tournaments after that, I started using it more and more. And then people start
Hey.
calling me JV Smooth, or they just call me JV or Smooth, depending on how they feeling. And it just stuck because it was already my b boy name,
It fits. I'm not even gonna
And
front, but it
yeah,
just fits, like, your persona, like how some people's names, that's just what it is. Even if I know your real name, Imma still call you your tag
yeah,
name.
like everybody still calling me J or JV or whatever. But yeah, that's really how it happened. Like I just on the spot came up with something, but I didn't want it to be just J Smooth because there was a million J Smooth by that point because it was DJ J Smooth. There's
Mhm.
a bunch of them. Like I just didn't
Yeah.
want to be that, but I also was it was that. You know what I mean? It's
That
like
is mad funny.
I was like, well, let me just because I used to use JV like when I was
Yeah.
playing like little video games, I would just name myself JV or whatever because it's like my
Mhm.
little initial things. And so I was like, oh, let me just put the two together. And then I shit you not, I never knew his name was JB Smooth. I didn't know that. So the fact that we both with something similar is cool. I respect it because that means great minds think alike.
No,
But
he's
not,
funny too, so it's not
yeah,
like a
and he's
bad
hilarious.
person to be
Yeah.
like,
But I
parallels
shit
towards.
you not, hand to God, on my grandmother's grave, I never knew his name was that. So I never got that from him.
That
So
is
like,
so funny.
if anybody's, oh, you cop, no, no,
Nah.
and he's not my favorite comedian. That would be Dave Chappelle or Eddie Griffin. So sorry, hell to the nah.
That is
But
funny.
but he's cool though. Like he's still my dude. It's
No,
just
he
that's
is.
not where I
He's
got that
yeah,
from.
but he's not the
Because if y'all really want to know what my name would have been, if I went from an
child.
older, if I went from an older nickname from when I was a kid, from my kid days, because my JV Smooth nickname is from the teen years.
Mhm.
My kid nickname, there's two of them, but the one I would be known for, y'all definitely would say I was copying him, and I wouldn't because that
What
was
is
an
it?
original nickname I was given as a kid. You
Mhm.
ready for it?
Oh my god.
You ready for it? I shit you not.
Zach Morris, everybody.
No,
I'm joking.
it's J Cole.
Child, bye.
If you knew
This
my
has been a
name,
great episode
listen,
of Verbal.
hey, when you know my real name, you'll laugh because you'll be like, "Oh shit."
I understand. I
Yeah. So
understand,
that's what
sir.
I'm trying to say. Like,
I
great minds are
understand.
out there thinking just alike. It's just that, you
Like,
know,
what are the odds that you come up with like two
listen, if I
parallels?
went
That's
by the
wild.
old name, it would have been J. Cole. That's the
Yeah.
crazy part. That's the absolute crazy part.
People
Cause
would have
that
been so hot. They would have been like, "Oh, you copying it."
yeah. So I'll take JB Smooth because, you know, everybody, they kinda know him, but
Yeah.
they kinda don't know him. But
Even
yeah,
still,
J.
both good
Cole,
people
they
and
would
both
never be and
talented. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm either his age or older, but that was a
Mm.
nickname. That's actually my name from a kid. So it's not even it'd be like when is it Beyonce? No, who is it? Somebody that has a nickname that's like if you're from the South, you got that nickname.
Yeah.
Like like I'm trying to like Junebug.
Mhm.
Junebug Jones. That's if you're from the South, your name half the time your name Junebug. That's just a nickname you get.
That's
So it's not
general. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
that's like
that's for
not nothing.
everybody.
But for people that don't grow up in the South or don't know, in their mind, you're like, oh, you just copying this. No,
Mhm.
everybody got. everybody got a cousin named Junebug or Boo Boo or something like that. Like that's not far
Booby.
fetched. Yeah, that's not far
Yep.
fetched. That's not far fetched for us. So that's why I laugh because I'm like you know my real name, but like if people don't, they'll
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, you biting?" Nah, no,
Mhm.
that was legit my nickname.
You just like J.
But
Cole.
yeah, but I just I just didn't stick with it. I just went with something
The
different.
origin story of JVSmooth, people. That's so look at that.
Yeah.
So
But
nice.
they're both great names. So how can I hate? I love
They're
J
both great
Cole.
names and literally relate to him in a way that it just makes sense. And it's just
Listen,
like,
J Cole is my dude. If you
yeah,
if you can't
he
fuck
is.
with home,
He's
then
greatness.
you know if he wasn't my favorite rapper, I would lie to you, be like, "Yo, I got my nickname from him." Nah, but I mean, he's up there. Like that's
That's
my
what you gotta
dude,
tell people
man.
when you get famous. When you meet him, that's what you tell them. That you can be like, yeah, nah,
I
nigga.
can't even do that because if I tell him my real name, he can be like, "Damn, I
You
copied
like,
you."
hey man, now I gotta change my name.
Now I gotta change my shit. I copy you. I'll be like, "Hey, hey, it is what it is."
Then he'd be JC Smooth. Ba-dum-ba.
Oh god. And his real name Jermaine though. It's
Yes,
like Jermaine,
Jermaine.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Jermaine Cole.
that's a
Yeah, that should
fact.
be
Ain't
killing
no
me.
way you say Jermaine. Oh, yeah,
Oh god. Yo, the nicknames we get, man.
yeah.
Oh my god, those shits are hilarious. Those are the best. To me, they're the best. Unless your name is something stupid like Doodle Butt, then you might want to fight
Whose
people.
name is that? Like, come on, son.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I know somebody they used to call Doodle Butt, but they don't call him that no more.
Shit, mine's in a literal sense. Like, lady, I think that came from middle school. Was it middle or elementary?
Doodle Butt. You kidding me?
That
I know
definitely
this
wasn't my middle name, but
this
or my
dude. I know this
nickname.
dude. I know this dude wanted to fight everybody he saw.
That is very
Like, stop
annoying.
calling me that. Doodle
That's a
Butt, come here.
fact. That is so
Stop calling
goofy.
me that.
Anywho, tap in with JV. Links are in the description box. As mentioned before, visit verbal
Also
vibe
coming to
mode.
YouTube
Dot.
soon, y'all.
Oh boy, did you just have
Yes.
to make that announcement while I was
I
ending?
had to. Somebody keeps telling me to start promoting the YouTube stuff, even though I haven't really fully
Oh,
invested. But yeah, let me go ahead and throw that in
all
there.
you gotta do is corral people over there. It takes a while to
I
build.
know,
It's
I'm
not
just
gonna be
playing.
instant. It's just
Oh,
gonna
I'm
take
not
a
worried
minute.
about it at all. Really, I'm
Exactly.
not.
Just
Yeah,
have it up, throw up whatever content you can while that's building, and you'll be fine.
exactly.
Oh, and let me suggest to you shorts. Get into that.
Oh, I'm already on it. Trust
That
me, we great minds think alike. That's why your name is Lady G, because
oh
you're great,
boy.
Lady Great. See? Oh, you
Lady
like what I
Great.
did there?
What is happening here?
You
What
like
is
that
this?
though. You like that though.
Jesus.
Come on now, Lady Great. Y'all hear her cheesing, right? Y'all hear her
We are
cheesing in her voice.
leaving.
You
We are
hear the smile
leaving.
in her voice. That's all I can say.
Ain't no smile in my voice. I don't know why I got like smokers lady like speak, but whatever. Visit verbalvibemode.com. Check us out on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram. Oh, you can count YouTube as well. Not on any other ones because do any other ones really count anymore? Subscribe using your favorite podcast app. If you're on Spotify, check out the poll and Q&A sections for more engagement and we will see you later.
Peace.